Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I just wanted to share with you a cool revelation the Lord just showed me while I was communing with Him. And what started this revelation is that one day in our time, probably soon, what we're gearing up to, or the heathen should hope not to happen, is that God is going to reveal Himself like He revealed Himself on the top of Mount Sinai. And He showed me all of us will be on our faces. And it was great, dreadful. The sight of His throne will appear. And this is why we're waiting so long communing with the heathen, because when this happens, they're done. And so it's up to them to try to do what's good for them. But this happened in the days of Moses, when the law was given, when the laws of Moses were given on top of Mount Sinai. Okay? The world changed. It was a new era. Now, I know those who are in mainstream Christianity and in their Bibles contend a lot about what the law is. What is the purpose of the laws of Moses? And our Bibles are kind of designed for us to contend about that and debate about that, unfortunately, but it's only for the wise to find out. Now, when Christ came, He said He came not to destroy the law, but to fulfill it. Okay? So in my days of coming into Christianity, we always had this old school mentality, like the Old Testament is Jewish and the Christian New Testament, and people think going back to the Hebrew roots, which is nothing wrong with that, or going back to the laws of Moses is the true way. And so, all right, here, let's get it. So let's look at some scriptures. Let's just go to Galatians, for example. Now, the laws of Moses were established for the heathen to point the way to Christ. They are the lower law to point the way to Christ. Okay? So let's look at some scriptures at Galatians. Paul writes, "For I, through the law, am dead to the law, that I might live unto God." Okay, something to meditate on. Okay? "I do not frustrate the graces of God, for if righteousness come by the law, then Christ is dead in vain." Now, how would people know about Christ in the laws of Moses? Because Christ was preached in the days of Adam and Eve, right? After the fall, when the Lord revealed Himself to Adam and Eve, said, "Adam, where are you? What have you done?" Okay, Christ was preached. And the scriptures even say Christ was preached even in the pre-existence, I think. But let's look at the last scripture in Galatians and consider this. "This only would I learn of you. Receive ye the Spirit by the works of the law, or by the hearing of faith?" Okay, so the works of the law point us to Christ. The hearing of faith is Christ, because Christ was preached from the very beginning. And how do you receive that? You receive that by faith. It's amazing. This is doctrine that years and years and years. It took me years and years, only until I started diving into the Book of Mormon and all that kind of stuff, till I started figuring this stuff out. But, okay. So what you see on your screen is an actual picture of Mount Sinai found by Ron Wyatt. And you could still see the black smoldering at the very top. The top of the mountain burned when the Lord revealed Himself. So all this is prophetic. Mount Sinai is a rocky desert area. Desert, nothing can live. Rocky, or the cliffs of the rock are the cuttings of what's right and wrong. Certainly those are the laws of Moses. Brown is the end of a season. Think of the fall leaves, okay? And we also see some white here, which is purity. Certainly the laws of Moses, what we were confirming, would be rocky, brown, with a little bit of white in it. Amazingly, the top of Mount Sinai, the very top of the laws of Moses, is black. Black is, Arthur Rimbaud gave us, is the color for the olive, for the leader. Those who are at the top of the law of Moses would be the leader, of course. Black is also the foundation the foundational color. It also represents sin, but it also bases the foundation that everything is built on. So we are to go above the laws of Moses, onto the laws of Christ. Amazing. Onto the blue and the white of the sky, onto the priesthood and the pureness of the sky. It's just amazing. God's works are unsearchable, and they're everywhere, and they are found in his creation. So this is what the Lord showed me, and I just want to share it with you. So, all right, guys. God bless.